darker, or has it just got the layer over it?
No, it should come up. It's got the.
Oh, there we go.
There we go. It's all
Just
bright,
looked a bit
bright and
darker.
shiny now. And we're there. We're live.
Oh, hello, honeybee.
Oh.
Hello, friends.
Hey, Mel.
I'm
I wasn't
here.
sure whether you would make it back inside after, you know.
Thought you'd be too busy.
Yes, a little bit too busy.
I'm here and excited that I've finished what I had to do. Yeah. Time to be
Welcome.
with you good
We're glad
people.
you're here.
Thank you. Hope you enjoy it. We're just going to ramble on for the next half an hour about general stuff. And we may even tell you how much money we made off YouTube already.
Oh my God, it's mind-blowing.
Brace yourself, because I didn't know there was that many zeros after a decimal point. Literally.
Oh my God, that's so funny.
All right, I was going to get myself a little bit comfortable.
I know. Did we send you the screenshot, Mel? I can't remember.
Hello, Di.
Oh, we had 4 people watching, and then it went down to 2. Now it's gone up to 3. Hey guys, give us a thumbs up.
Hey, Kat. Hey, Rachel.
Di.
How everyone?
Hey, Bush Edge.
All right, let's start.
Let's get going. Oh, Rockpile recap and chat
do we
episode
introduce
10.
ourselves? Just in case there's some new people.
You know what we should do?
Come in.
So, special shout out.
I love spur of the moment stuff.
Special shout out to Sandy, Corey's mum, who has asked for us to say hello because she's watching, and she said, "Why don't you say hello?" And also, the other day it was happy birthday, Sandy.
Yes, 3rd of March, my mother's birthday.
Happy
Her
birthday.
age shall remain anonymous. But yes, happy birthday.
Okay. So,
all right. So,
you be happy about that?
5th of March. I'm Corey. That's Amanda. We're from Rockpile Off-Grid Homestead, in case you're new here.
Everyone. Hello. 5th of March, 2023. Okay, so
Kat said, "Happy birthday, Sandy." Yay! Eric's here.
Hey, Eric.
Hey, Eric. How
Justin's
are you?
here.
Justin as well. Woohoo! Hey, team. All right, let's get to some YouTube stats.
Yes.
I'm going to put that down for a poke someone in the eye with it.
If you haven't watched long before, and it looks like all of you guys are our regulars, but for those of you who might be watching afterwards, we usually start these recap and chats with some stats.
Yep.
So
nothing to hide. It's all facts. It's all written down in black and white, literally.
So our last date was the 17th. Oh, it's about 2 weeks ago, 17th of February. I didn't write that down.
No, that it's not written
okay,
down.
so on the 17th of February, our subscribers were...
Oh, 17th of Feb. How well, is that here? Oh, it was 996.
And in that one, we were like, "Oh, we're waiting for."
Yes. Now it was funny because it went from 996 back to like 990, I think, or 991.
No, I don't think it gets to 990.
And it was like up and down. I'm thinking, bloody YouTube, they're doing something on the thing, and yeah, it was funny. It was a bit geeky, but hey, we love it.
And now
we're at 1,098.
Almost at 1.1k.
1.1k, yes. So as of the 5th of August.
Okay, but turning back the clock, because I thought I added this another sneaky bit for Corey because he loves surprises.
Love it.
Surprises.
Love it.
I thought because we're on the 5th of March. Our first Rockpile recap was on the 5th of August, 2022. So I thought it'd be fun to compare. So
this is like 1 year ago. Is that 1 year? That's one year ago here.
Well, no, 5th. So August to March.
That's not a year, is it?
So about 7 months, right? Is that right?
Yeah, it's like the fish I caught was that big. Yeah.
7 months. Yeah. I don't know. You guys can work it out. Okay, so our subscriber count on the 5th of August, 2022, so like 7 months ago was
193.
193. That's a big jump.
No, that's a pretty big jump. Yeah.
I mean, considering that, it took us 2 years to get that 193.
Yeah.
And then just 7 months to get all the rest.
Well, there's a few birthday wishes coming in. Thanks, Bush Edge. Di, thank you.
Hopefully, I've got the chat replay set, so hopefully when Sandy's watching, she'll be able to see all your happy birthdays. So
that'll be funny. That will.
Sandy's a country gal as well.
Yeah,
she's in another country town in WA.
Yeah,
so
about 3 hours.
Yeah, 3 hours. So we don't get to see her very often, but she gets to see us all the time on YouTube.
Yeah.
Okay, so watch hours. This is an interesting one, and probably one that we're not going to continue after this recap. For I'll explain in a second. But so 2 weeks ago on the 17th of February, it was
3,542. 3542.
And now we don't know, because we hit the 4,000 watch hour threshold, became eligible for the YouTube Partner Program, and they don't show us that little past 365 day
lose
counter
that
anymore.
bit of information. You do.
I mean, I can still go into my analytics and filter stuff by last 365 days, but now we don't have that little it used to be a dashboard, and then it turned into a progress bar. Anyway, so and that's basically what we were keeping you guys updated on.
Yes.
So
now that we've hit the 4,000 hours mark, I think that's just irrelevant now to YouTube because we've made the cut.
Yeah, and
we've made the big league.
What else YouTube?
And you wait till we tell you the dollar value.
You know what else YouTube does once you hit the subscriber threshold is they don't give you notifications when you get new subscribers anymore.
Right. Yep.
Which I really miss, because when you're getting to that 1,000 and you get a new sub and you get the little notification, you're probably like, oh, got a new sub. Now don't tell you, the numbers go up and you don't get to get a little
you don't get to know
notification. So all right, so in 7 months ago, 5th of August 2022, our watch hours were 616. 616. Yep. So, and at that stage, you're kind of calculating, well, how, if we've got 616 now and we're getting an average of, I don't know, 100 watch hours a month, how long is it going to take us to hit 4,000? But the funny thing about watch hours is it compounds.
I can't explain it that well,
but yeah. So
I guess it's like compound interest. Yeah.
So that's kind of an interesting comparison. Let's just double check. The Favo cut, that was so painful. I was hoping you'd get to 1,000 on the live. Yeah, the last live. And Kat and I were messaging every time we had a sub go up or a sub go down. It's oh my God, it was at 999 and now it dropped to 992. And it was just so.
It was funny.
It was quite funny. We shared, so the happy birthdays. And so they don't stop showing you the watch hours. So you can still go into your analytics and you've got that main watch hours thing. But the little monetization or earn page that it's now called, and they would have the progress bars. Yeah. They don't, and you're trying to get to the 4,000. So once you hit the 4,000, that page goes away, which, I always found it fun, checking out that page. So you can still go into your analytics,
geeky,
go to the watch hours tab and filter it by anything. By default, it shows you the last 28 days. Yeah. So we might have to come up with some sort of new stats lists that we tell people maybe what the revenue is compared to our views or something like that. I don't know. Yeah. All right. So total lifetime views.
Okay. It's Labor Day tomorrow in Western Australia.
I know. I only found out this weekend that it is a public holiday. Anyway.
Total lifetime views was 72,313. And now it is 77,200. So that's gone up quite a bit.
2 weeks, yeah.
In 2 weeks, yeah. Wow. Okay. Oh, and then back on the 5th of August, 2022, our watch hours were 17,900. And then now they're 77,000. So that's a pretty big jump.
Yeah.
Why can't the revenue stream do that? All the revenue streams, the next bit we're about to talk to.
Well, because
everyone get a beer and sit down because you're gonna crack up. I'll tell you.
So that wasn't the first update.
No, we're going to talk about the first update.
Okay, cool. Yeah. So the new tab that popped up once we became eligible for the YouTube Partner Program was this revenue tab.
Yes.
And it estimates how much revenue you are earning off the ads people are watching.
Now, the only thing we don't know is we don't know how often that little tab gets updated. We're presuming 24 hours it gets updated, but in time we will work out a thing.
Yeah.
But our first payment.
Our first estimated revenue.
Our first estimated.
First number that came up, because that's what we're waiting for, right? Like, let's wait to see like what the first number is.
And just remember, we have to pay tax on this still. Okay. We had a 0, and then we had a decimal point, and then we had 3 zeros, 2. I think it was 3.
Oh, I don't know.
And a 4. So I don't actually even know how much money that is. Like, if you were to tell someone, oh, here, you can have this, like 0.0004, is that of a cent? Is that like, wow. Okay. So we celebrated that night and went down and bought $60 worth of beer. And now our current revenue for, how long has it been exactly? Like 3 days?
It's been 2 days.
2 days?
Yeah, about 48 hours.
We're at $1.68. So one whole dollar. $0.68. Now what happens is you have to reach $100 before they will send you the payment.
You out. Yeah.
So based on that rate, I think we might get our first $100 payout
Christmas.
But this year or next. So it is definitely not a get rich scheme. But it was a bit of fun, like just getting 1,000 subscribers in 4,000 hours was like, it was like a challenge, like I'm always up for a bit of a challenge. And
yeah, a challenge you couldn't.
It was great,
really do anything about,
like
it
was
put
awesome.
Up videos and
the videos kind of got easier to make as you get more subscribers, because you're talking to people that you interact with, like in the comments here and on the comments on the, when you have the video up on the YouTube and people leave comments like in the coming days and you reply, and it's like a little family type, networking and getting together and chatting about this and that, and that's what makes it so much more fun. Like to start with, when you get like 2 subs or 5 subs and you're doing these videos, you really feel like you're just talking to a camera in the middle of a field.
Well, you don't have a good concept of that.
No, that's right.
But even though all of our subscribers, they're actual human beings out there. Hi, humans.
As far as we know.
As far as we know.
There could be some bots in there, but we're not sure.
It can be like, or maybe it's just getting used to being like, a YouTuber and going, oh, okay, I'm actually speaking to people in this camera. I'm speaking to Mel, and speaking to Kat, speaking to Eric, and
I will say I haven't quite got to
that. Everyone.
I haven't got to that YouTube place yet where I'm going to have the camera on my little stick that I hold, tripod thing, pardon me, and go walking through like the shopping centre or Bunnings, or I haven't quite got there yet. Like giving running commentary, just walking past people.
No.
It may happen one day, but I'll tell you that.
Is we allowed to do that here?
I don't know.
I don't know. Do you guys know?
I haven't made it.
Do you know if we can do
yet.
like, I don't know, because you see some like the US YouTubers and they'll just take it into like the big stores like Costco and Lowe's or whatever.
Yeah.
It's
set it up next to the checkout and just film stuff going through, and I don't.
We just imagine the expressions in Bunnings, people going, who the hell do you think you are? Like some sort of influencer.
Corey, want to be like Becky. I tell you, if I could just sit on a bar stool in Becky's kitchen and just taste all that stuff she makes, I'd be happy there. And Eric said allegedly human, so I'm presuming that Eric is a human. Thank you.
Justin said, sweet 2 tech screws for the. Is that for the actually? Would $1.68?
Is that for the $1.68? You get 2 for that? I don't know. Maybe. Probably not from the general hardware now, especially not in where we live. Wow.
Oh, Di's just dropped a little nudge about the Polaris. When's the Polaris getting done, Corey?
Oh,
Di.
I don't want to let you down. The Polaris is it's in the back corner of our little shed. And I look at it every day when I go in there, and I just think, I so want to get this done and get this finished. But then I walk out of the shed and I look at all the other jobs that are on the go, and it's like, I just don't know where to start. So I think come winter, because in summer here it's really hot, and even though I really enjoy welding, I don't really enjoy welding on hot days, getting burned and sweating lots and stuff. But come winter, I think that'll be a good winter in the shed project for those rainy days where we can't do much outside. And then as soon as it's running, you'll be the first to know.
Cool.
I might even drop some donuts in the paddock.
I can't wait to. Hopefully, I'm allowed to drive it too. I can't wait.
Hopefully.
And and then on the list after that will be fixing up Rocky. Poor Rocky.
Oh yeah, the little yellow Hilux.
Poor Rocky.
Definitely in need of a birthday. He's had a bit of a beating over the last couple of years. He has.
All right, so
quick one. We scored a wood chipper.
That's on the list.
Oh, is it? Where? Oh, that's last. I didn't see it. Yeah, you just scrolled the screen up.
Okay.
All right, we'll talk about that after.
We'll get that.
Yeah, okay.
All right, so I named this this recap the monetization edition, just so we can explain exactly what the YouTube Partner Program is, if you're wondering why we've been tracking the stats and what have you. So YouTube Partner Program is this threshold of eligibility where, when you watch YouTube and you have to watch the ads, and that's if you don't have the premium. If you fancy and you got premium, for us plebs,
we know someone that does that.
For us plebs that still watch the free version, and you watch the ads in the YouTubers that you watch.
Oh, can we just talk quickly? My new favourite ad, right, is the mum
of the Apple ad
filming her kid with the phone, the iPhone ad, as he's doing
she's running alongside
the 100-meter sprint or whatever through the puddles and knocking people down. That's my new favourite.
That's a good one.
Anyway, continue.
Okay, what was I talking about?
You were talking about this here. What you've noticed?
No, I was talking about the YouTube Partner Program.
Oh yeah.
Because I don't. Yeah. So the YouTube. Okay, so you watch the ads. That's right. Watch the ads. So when you watch the ads, YouTube, companies pay YouTube to put the ads in people's videos. And when you get over this threshold and you join with them as a partner, you're part of the partner program, you actually get cut from those ads up until 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 watch hours. They still put ads and stuff at the beginning and end of your video, but you don't. You don't see any of that. But after that, you get a cut of any ad revenue that goes into your.
And I think it's a 45-55 split, whereas YouTube take 45 and we take 55% of the.
I think that's about right.
Of the ad, and companies bid to put ads on your channel.
Yeah.
So
depending on what your audience is, and depending on how valuable
what sort of channel you've got, and
how engaged your audience is. So that's a little bit of interest. So that is when we say monetization. That's what that is. It's just when you watch the ads, so it doesn't cost you anything. Just maybe time, annoyance. Having to click the skip ahead. Skip ad.
Yeah.
Skip ad.
Yeah. Skip.
So that is what the YouTube Partner Program is, and there's some other conditions you need to be in good standing and have no violations and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But so since that all happened, just a couple of days ago, things we've noticed. I mentioned once you hit 1,000 subs, you don't get notified anymore.
That's correct.
It took us almost 2 weeks to hit the 4,000 watch hours after we hit the 1,000 subscribers.
Yep.
And when we hit the threshold of the 4,000 watch hours, and it popped up on the screen, I'm like, oh my god,
it was just apply now.
Yeah. And it tells you you just have 3 steps. 1 is you agree to terms. Step 2 is you sign up or you connect an AdSense account. And that part said it can take up to 3 days to get approved. So as linked specifically to that YouTube account. And then the step 3 is an actual person at YouTube is supposed to review your content and make sure it abides by the community guidelines to be eligible for monetization. Because if you do crazy stuff or illegal stuff or shocking stuff or so swear too much profanity, there's
they're pretty big on alcohol, swearing, copyrighted music. And
we better not say too many of these words, or
no,
else this might get demonetized.
Yes. So,
but there's a whole list, and you can find them on find them online. So, and then they said that would take up to a month. Could take up to a month. So I was preparing myself to be spending a month just like waiting for that
she
notification.
was preparing me because Amanda hates not knowing tech stuff, and I was preparing to live in the shed, maybe work on the Polaris for the next month.
I was just like, I don't have any. It's in someone's. The ball is in someone else's court. I can't I can't do anything about it. I just have to wait. Maybe I just don't like.
But then
it just so we did the AdSense like the night before. Wake up in the morning and that was approved. It's like, okay, that was meant to take 3 days. Now we have to wait a month, and then I think by that afternoon. 2:55 actually, because I remember them telling me at the time. Because it comes up.
We're not being precise.
No, it literally like it's on your dashboard page. Yeah. What time that you got invited to apply, you became eligible, and that review happened in like less than 12 hours.
Yeah.
And I was going to wait a month, and I'm like, I can't believe this has all happened like within 24 hours.
Yeah, happened pretty quick. It did.
So,
which is good for me because I didn't have to listen to.
No, you would be
carrying on.
He would be going. Are we approved yet? Can you check? Can you check?
Maybe.
Can you check. That's what you'd be doing.
Maybe.
Anyway, so that's that journey, and so that was our excitement for the weekend.
Kat said, "Yeah, that's understandable. When it's out of your control, it's painful." Yeah, agreed.
Eric said, "Yes, you get a cut if people watch them. People helps Corey and Amanda out, and I grab a drink or something while it's on. Too easy. Thanks, Eric. Yeah, so we try to do that as well. We try to like watch the ads of our regular.
We just put it on. Play
YouTubes.
It, So. Annie B said she took cameras to a local show. I presume that was the local show because I remember that video. Yeah, and people were quite understanding. She just asked them if they minded being on camera. Say yes, say no, or yes. Yes. Yeah. Bush Edge, so happy for you guys. Lovely. All right.
Yeah.
Where are you up to next?
I mean, all of you guys aren't going to be too far behind us. I mean.
Very true. Keep working on those videos. Consistency.
We're not consistent at all.
Well, I don't have any control about getting the videos out, so that's consistency.
Okay. So all right. So talked about the process. Got approved quite fast. And we don't like the next thing that says I need to do is I don't get to set up our payment method until we actually have enough money to be eligible for a payout. So I was looking for where I'm putting my bank account details, but like I can't yet. All right. So enough of that.
All right.
So back to the homestead, we have been like moving forward with some of our goals for like our 2023 goals.
Yes.
And you've seen the videos on the shade house.
We haven't put the shade cloth on yet.
Stinking hot, so we've been waiting for like some cooler weather. And this week we've just hit some cooler weather. Like yesterday, today, we're in the high 30s, and it's going to be cooler week. So
we actually had some raindrops the other night.
We had like 10.
Like literally, 10. A drop fell.
I sent the photo of like the 10 raindrops to Mel, and I was like, "We got rain."
It kind of most of it evaporated before it hit the ground, but yeah.
So it's cooler this week, and so we're talking about tomorrow morning, because it's a public holiday in Western Australia. Apparently, we discovered this weekend.
Yeah, the other day. Yeah.
So we do that, but once that's up, that's good. We're probably going to do something that talks about what the whole thing cost.
Yes.
So we kept all the receipts for the shade house.
Yep.
And then we need to start getting ready for some planting, because here with this cooler weather and with this forecast of rain coming this week is kind of a sign that things
the seasons are turning a little,
to shift slightly. So we're going to be looking at things like autumn
garlic is big on our list.
Winter planting.
Garlic people, and they got to go in April.
Yeah, so I think we put them in end of April.
End of April.
Can we do that on Anzac Day?
Anzac Day, I think we do garlic. Yeah.
Because in May is when usually the earliest we start getting like those cold snaps, and the garlic needs that
cold bit too.
That cold bit. I think it's like stratification or something.
Stratification.
I'm not sure.
I say stratafarious, but I think that was what Jack Black said when he was on the Jimmy Kimmel show with the never mind.
Okay.
Never mind. All right.
So we're preparing for that, which means we're gonna need some beds, and we're gonna need to put some stuff in it in the beds.
Yes.
So we've been collecting cardboard. That must be somewhere else. We've got some coffee grounds.
You've been getting some buckets of coffee grounds
from a local cafe.
Yep. That's awesome.
We are picking up. There's this company in Perth that does
mushrooms.
Yeah, they grow mushrooms. They have this like mushroom mulch discard stuff, and you can go and get trailer loads of it for like, I think it's like $80 for a trailer load.
Yeah.
It's about like 2.5 like pallets worth of stuff. You have to like load it yourself and drive there and go get it.
It comes in like,
it's just their discard, it's their waste.
30-litre bags or something, and it's all stacked up on pallets, and you go there.
So that's going to form part of
our organic.
In. Yeah, you have to book in. Like
we've been booked in for almost a month.
No, almost 2 months.
Oh, is it?
Yeah. In
advance to get this stuff. Yeah. So our day is this Friday.
Yeah. So this week we're going to get that. Yeah. And we'll probably get like a load of sheep poo. So we do have some inputs coming in from outside, but in this initial stages, obviously we're going to need some inputs because I think I told you, we said when we were talking about our goals, one thing that we wanted.
People look at the side of my head. I should look at that. See you. Go on. I was trying to catch the side as I turned back. It didn't work.
Can I go?
Yeah.
All right. One of our goals was to get like a wood chipper or a mulcher or something. This is your moment.
Well, we have a big goal. My big goal is I want to purchase a 6-inch wood chipper that is PTO driven to go behind a tractor, and I want to put either a 4 or 6 cylinder car engine behind it and work it down to say like a 3-to-1 ratio, just technically 3.3-to-1 ratio, and have the engine running the 6-inch wood chipper. And it's also, the one I picked out is hydraulically driven, so it's got the manual drum with the levers, and you can feed it in and out. So they're about $5,000 just for that, and then we'll find a motor somewhere.
So that's not what we've got.
But no. Saw this thing the other day.
Back to reality.
It's called a mulcher. So it does do wood chips, but it's more of just a mulcher where you put,
it's like little branches.
Yeah, just like brush in the top, and it spits it out the bottom. And it was buggered. And I looked at the pictures and thought, all right, I know someone that can fix that. Right, that was me. So it was $100.
This guy.
Right. So we drove for 5 hours. It took us a 5-hour round trip because there was roadworks on this bridge that we got to. We had to do this big, massive detour. Right. It cost us $60 in fuel. 5 hours. I think we bought maybe $10 or $12 worth of bottled like water with it, on the way at the servo, because we were a bit unprepared. And then we got this thing and then got it back here. So it's only small, little, tiny.
It's not. You're underselling it.
Well, it's not that big.
It's like a 65, 75 horsepower something.
No, it's a 6.5.
Whatever. Whatever. There's a 6
it's
and
got a
5.
6.5 horsepower
but it's
pull
a decent
start
size
motor on it, belt driven to the thing.
Mounted it to a trailer, and so it's like.
Yeah, I've just ripped the wheels off it and put it on this other little trailer that we had, so I can tow it behind the lawnmower. So
it'll be good for mulching organic material and chipping like small branches.
It says it chips up to 75 mil branch.
That's the number, 75.
Yeah, not horsepower, right? So, but a 75 mil branch is still a pretty hefty branch, and I don't think it would chip anything that's dry. So it'd have to be freshly cut.
Yeah.
But yeah, so we're just that's in the shed. So hopefully that'll come out.
Yep. So we can we can get started on like mulching and using some of the smaller organic material we've got in our property, which was the ultimate goal, right? To have the fewer inputs.
Yes.
Kat confirmed that it is stratified. The garlic needs to be stratified.
Stratified. Okay.
Stratification.
Yes. Gotcha.
Honeybee said, come and get some cow poo would be.
Come and get some
that's
cow
the good
poo.
stuff, right?
Yeah, cow poo. That's the stuff.
You've got your garden piling up with your cow and.
You have a very effective cow pooing facility over there with all those cows. Definitely.
Chipper goals.
Definitely.
Oh, Rachel said chipper goals. Yes.
Chipper goals. Yes. Oh, I can't wait. Yeah. But anyway, that's about it. Oh, Honeybee says mycelium. Yeah.
Okay. Oh, so that will be in the.
That'll be in the mushroom fungus.
In the mycelium. Mushroom mulch. Mulch. 5 acre farm. 5 acre farm's meant to get 5 to 10 mil of rain today.
Oh, good one. Wow. Okay.
Jealous. Okay. So, what did Eric say?
So, dude, that would be to me. Honestly, for what a chipper. Oh, hang on, the comments just went up again. I lost it. Can you read that? Because
I've lost the plot. For what a chipper outside, you can buy a lot of mulch. At the time spent, semi-load of mulch, heaps cheaper, just my opinion. Yeah, true. Yes.
You are 100% right.
But our concern is we can't control everything that has been mulched and what's in there. And if we're not going to bring it onto our property and hot compost it, I'm not saying it's not like an option. But
Amanda got some bags of mulch from the shop and put in your herb garden, right? And out of that mulch, those stinging nettles grew. Remember that?
Yes.
So we can't. That was just so odd.
Because we used to, back in our old place, we would go to our like kind of local tip place and they had like big piles of mulch for free. Like that's where the council.
Yeah, that does load you up with a loader.
But you never knew what was in the mulch. What are people chipping up if this is like mulch from like roadside
Because
stuff?
it's not like hot composted stuff. It's just
not a bad idea. Just need to find a quality source. Which is the tricky part. So that might be part of the process because we obviously need more soil.
We do have that guy in Brookton.
So there is a guy in Brookton, and it might just be a matter of getting like a small batch and like testing it and making sure we're like happy with and having a chat to them. And so we got concerns because every time we bring in like big lots of outside stuff, just weird stuff grows, like random weeds.
Yeah, and we don't want that.
No, we don't want that. And this area is really bad for like double Gs. I don't know what you guys call them there. But our property, like we get the occasional one in our foot, but our property like doesn't have that. I know we visited some other properties when we were looking for a place around here, and it was just covered.
Yeah.
So we don't want to bring kind of that invasive weed.
Actually, that was probably part of the reason as well why I stopped doing that little gardening round, because I would go to people's houses and there'd be double Gs. Now, double G is a little prickle, probably 1/4 inch round, and it's got 3 little death horns on it. And when you walk on it, it'll bring a grown man to his knees. Like, especially if you're barefoot. But I used to go and collect all this like garden stuff, and I'd put it in these wool bags, and then I'd take it to the recycling place. But so you're picking up people's double Gs, you're bringing them back here.
Yeah.
A bit of wind, slight chance something can happen. Yeah. Just not
three-corner jack. Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
It's called different things all over. So actually, can someone do me a favor? Because apparently now our live streams are like monetized as well. If you've got anything like different, because I can't see anything different here, but if you've got anything different like in or around the chat, can you just take a screenshot? Because I'm just interested to see what it looks like. If there's not, just disregard that. But it's like, because they do these things like I don't know if you've ever been on a live stream of like a big YouTuber, and there's people that like if they're doing like a charity donation thing.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
And I remember like under their chat, there's like boxes where you can like donate money.
Oh, no, I think that's on a super chat.
Okay, I don't know.
Super chat.
So if anything looks different,
that's
can you
a
take a
whole
screenshot
that's a
and
whole
send it to me?
nother
Because
thing.
I'm interested.
It is. Kat said it all looks the same.
Oh, okay.
Good. We both look the same. I'm a bit scruffy, but yeah.
Okay.
I think we're coming to the end.
Yes, that's it. Does anybody have any questions? I think did we miss any comments or questions? I don't think so. Don't forget to, Justin says, don't forget to pre-cut.
What was it?
Pre-cut the forks of branches.
Oh, yes. Yes. To feed it into the chipper will save a lot of time. Yeah. We hired a big wood chipper when we first got here, like a big trailer mounted one. And honestly, it wasn't very good. We struggled. But I did take it apart a bit and have a look at it and figured out why. But we just took it.
But
don't shake the table.
Oh, I think that was you. It did produce like a nice pile of wood chips.
Yeah, definitely.
We used them on the olive.
Honeybee's got a screenshot for them to show their chats. Show their chat section is different. Okay.
Oh, so Kat's on premium. Maybe that's why it's different. Maybe that's why it's not different for Kat.
Oh, okay.
I don't know.
Not sure. But anyway, I've sent you pics already, Amanda.
Okay, thank you.
We'll have a look somewhere on one of these.
I won't start looking at
one of these devices.
Now we are rambling, so we're going to let you guys get back to your days, your evenings. Thank you so much for joining us. Really appreciate it.
Yep.
Once again, love hanging out with you. And we've got more videos coming out. I've actually got to load it.
Kat just said, you just outed us.
I'm sorry.
With the premium. We didn't mean that. Sorry.
I'll quickly end this live, so we'll just forget
about that. Just for the record, I had nothing to do with it. I'm pretty sure that was all her.
Sorry.
We'll see you guys next time round. Bye-bye.
Quick, end it. See you guys.
Oh, that's funny.